December Holidays and Celebration. Chapter 4 Kwanzaa Introduction. In class today, Mrs. Mitchell read a nonfiction book about the African American holiday Kwanzaa. Annabelle hadn't realized how colorful this holiday was, or that it wasn't a religious holiday at all. Kwanzaa is a holiday where African Americans reflect on and celebrate their African culture. The class found out that the holiday is celebrated for 7 days, and on each day, a specific principle is highlighted and talked about. They also light a candle for each day on a candle holder called a kinara. Annabelle noticed that Kwanzaa was like Hanukkah because both holidays light a candle each day. However, a Hanukkah candle holder is called a menorah and it has white candles. The Kinara has 3 red candles on the left, 3 green candles on the right, and 1 black candle in the center. Annabelle found it amazing that this holiday was founded in 1966 by an African American studies professor named Dr. Malanga Karenga. Most of the holidays Annabelle was familiar with had been celebrated for many, many more years than Kwanzaa. Mrs. Mitchell really wanted everyone to capture the heart of this holiday, so she had the class do a short research project. First, Mrs. Mitchell wrote each principle of Kwanzaa on an index card. Then she divided the class into 7 groups and gave each one a card. Mrs. Mitchell wanted each group to represent their assigned principle in a unique way. They all brainstormed a list of ideas which could include a poem, a song, a skit, a painting, or a dance. They tried to be as creative as they could. I don't believe I've ever had an assignment like this before in my life, but I definitely love it, Annabelle began. I have no idea what on earth I could possibly do. Why can't you just give us written assignments instead? Jeanie asked, scratching her head. Because this is so much better and creative. This assignment is going to be so much fun, Caitlin answered, happy they were doing a new project. I'm not good at dancing, so our project will have to be something written, Caleb mumbled. I love to dance and sing, said Victoria, who was always ready to showcase her own talents. I wonder if we could do a combination of both. This assignment was creating such excitement in the classroom. Everyone was talking about it. Either they didn't like it at all or they loved it. Mrs. Mitchell was hoping the project would get this kind of reaction. She couldn't wait to put the class in groups. But before she did, Mrs. Mitchell wanted to add a little more clarity to the assignment. It's very important that your group is in complete agreement as to what the whole group will do. Also, you can do a combination of 1 or 2 ideas, and it's very important that everyone do a part of the assignment. We will use the rest of the day to break into groups and start the planning process. Our Kwanzaa celebration will take place on this Friday. Mrs. Mitchell started to assign the students into working groups. Annabelle was grouped with Caleb and Jeanie. She had never been in a group with them before in the classroom, so she welcomed the opportunity. Even though she recalled Jeanie's negative comment about the project, she was still excited to work with her. So many ideas were going through Annabelle's mind at this time, but she was serious about not taking over the first group discussion with her partners. When all the students met in their assigned groups for the first time, they excitedly talked about their projects. The first thing every group had to do was research their assigned principle and see what it meant. Then they had to explore all the different things they could do to represent the principle to the class. Some of the discussions got extremely loud, and Mrs. Mitchell had to go over and calm things down a bit. Annabelle's group was really quiet at first, so she thought it was her duty to get the wheels turning on this assignment. Our principle is Kujijakalia, which is pronounced Ku-ji-cha-go-lia, and that means self-determination, Annabelle explained. Jeanie sunk back into her seat with a confused look on her face. So what does that mean? This assignment is too hard. I knew I should have stayed home today, Jeanie groaned. Caleb tried to bring order back to the group and get Jeannie under control. Listen, you're going to have to get a grip on yourself. You're here now, so let's do some research. Caleb took charge. Annabelle was feeling pretty good about how Caleb took it upon himself to get involved. She had never seen this side of him before. Annabelle Googled self determination on her laptop and read the definition. Self determination means freedom to live as one chooses, to decide by yourself without listening to others. So, I think it means that we should believe in ourselves and believe in our hopes and dreams, Annabelle said. Yeah, and maybe not be influenced by others in a negative way. Just know that you can do what you say you want to do, Caleb added. What does self determination mean to you, Jeannie? Annabelle asked. It means since I can't go home, I have to stay here and do this assignment no matter what, Jeannie said. Now that's the spirit, Jeannie, Caleb encouraged her. So what kind of project could we do to bring this principle to life? Annabelle asked, ready to write their ideas down with pencil and notepaper. I'm not good with song or dance, so maybe we could do a poem or something, Caleb suggested. Yeah, that sounds easy, Jeannie agreed, feeling relieved that there wouldn't be too much to do. So, a poem it is. We'll start tomorrow since class is almost over. Come with some good ideas tomorrow, and we'll get this done quickly, Annabelle said. They all agreed as the bell rang to pack up for home. Chapter 4 is finished. I have a question for you. Why do you think Mrs. Mitchell's Kwanzaa assignment created such a buzz in the classroom? Discuss this with your friends.